We are closing out a week that has seen more new COVID cases in America than in any week since the pandemic began. And Americans are becoming more worried. Our new ABC News poll with Ipsos finds more than 3 in 4 Americans are concerned about contracting the virus, the highest levels in a month. And for the first time in nearly 2 months, the White House task force will brief the nation. That will be this afternoon.
And new cases hitting a record for the second straight day. More than, listen to this, 39,000 new infections. And take a look at this map. All 15 of those states have now hit daily records within just the past week.
Texas is one of those states, and Marcus Moore starts us off in Dallas, where the governor's put the reopening of the state on hold and is taking steps to free up hospital beds for an influx of COVID patients. Good morning, Marcus.
Michael, good morning. Here in Texas, there has been a strong push to reopen fully, and things seem to be headed in that direction. But now, officials here with the rise in cases have pulled back on things like elective surgeries in several counties across the state. Doctors are sounding the alarm this morning as California, Florida, and Texas, America's 3 most populated states, hit new record highs in daily COVID cases and hospitalizations. Now, the White House task force back in action, preparing to brief the country this afternoon for the first time in nearly 2 months. As the U.S. marks a record high for reported cases since the pandemic began, more than 39,000 new cases in a single day. The CDC issuing this grave warning about the number of infections.
Our best estimate right now is that for every case that was reported, there actually were 10 other infections.
This as ICU wards fill to capacity. According to a FEMA update obtained by ABC News, in Alabama, some hospitals now transferring patients from facility to facility as they run out of ICU beds. And a dire situation unfolding in Houston, the country's 4th largest city.
We are definitely feeling the surge in Houston. More hospitalizations, more ICU patients. So number one, it's real. It's out there. It's not just numbers reflected in testing. More people are getting sick.
At Texas Medical Center, they're moving into surge planning as ICU beds fill rapidly. Doctors say by early next week at this one facility, there could be 60 ICU patients here, with that number rising to 80 by the end of the week. Now, as the number of COVID hospitalizations in Texas reach record highs for 13 of the last 14 days, Governor Greg Abbott hitting pause on the state's reopening. Across the country, cases are rising in 29 states, including Florida, where new cases have now topped 5,000 2 days in a row.
We are in a worse situation than we were at the beginning of the pandemic. Absolutely. Our rates of infection, our rates of new cases, the types of people who are getting infected are all increasing.
Governor Ron DeSantis under fire for not making masks mandatory across the state. And in Arizona, the governor halting the reopening process as well, with more doctors and nurses being called in as hospitalizations increase. Bridget Harrigan is a traveling nurse. She spent a month treating patients in hard-hit Queens, New York. Now she's on the front line in Arizona.
It's a very difficult time in the hospitals right now. Obviously, for patients, they're talking to me and they're talking to me about their fears and they're really terrified. So it helps to have people here to comfort them.
The CDC also says there could be a 3 to 4 week lag between new cases, hospitalizations, and deaths, which leads the CDC to a sobering forecast that, according to their models, if states cannot stop the spread, the death toll could reach 150,000 by July 18th. Cecilia.
Sobering indeed. Okay, Marcus Moore, thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.